Let's bring in meteorologist John Birchfield once again. He's got our algal bloom lookout, or outlook rather, for this week. So what are we seeing this week, John?
Hey, Jeff, we're really starting to notice an impact of these hot temperatures on the Lake Erie water in terms of temperatures that are skyrocketing, especially in the shallower western basin. The latest buoy observations on Lake Erie are showing temperatures that are through the roof, now closing in on 80 degrees. Today's temperature of Lake Erie is the warmest in the past decade at 79 degrees. Here's that latest observation there in western Lake Erie, 79 degrees. Across the entire lake, temperatures are considerably above average. Where the water's a bit deeper, it isn't quite as warm. Eastern Lake Erie looking at temperatures that are in the lower 70s. In far eastern Lake Erie near Buffalo, today was the earliest that 70-degree temperature was actually recorded. And that orange color that you see in eastern Lake Erie, that indicates 70-degree readings. So in other words, this heat wave is not only impacting the air temperature, but also the water temperature, and that could potentially aggravate the algal bloom and lead to a bit of a more severe outlook. Here's a look at those lake temperatures across the region. 79 in Lake Erie, not quite as warm in Lake Michigan, and of course up towards Lake Superior, temperatures are considerably cooler. Now today's water temperature is considerably warmer than it usually is. In 2020 on today's date, we were at 75 degrees, certainly warm by all metrics. However, the year before, temperatures were only 67 degrees in the western basin on June 20th. So it's amazing that over a 10-degree fluctuation simply due to the weather pattern that we're immersed in. That being said, we're still forecasting an outlook that is expected to be moderate to slightly larger than moderate, could be up to a 7 out of 10 on the severity index. And these temperatures inevitably playing a role, but also our June and July precipitation will impact how severe that algal bloom becomes. Jeff?